One of the hidden gems in college football, Merlin Olsen Field at Maverick Stadium in Logan, Utah. EA Sports College Football just about a month into the season, and we are ready for this Week 4 clash. It's the San Diego State Aztecs and the Utah State Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Hollywood will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. Out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the San Diego State Aztecs offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Jay Haynes, he has become a key. This offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Ready. Red 18, ready, go!
From the gun, it's White. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Sets his feet, it's Maryland. Still looking. He'll pull it down. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. That's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Here we go, ready. Ready to go. Go.
Sells to fake. Oh, pressure's coming. He's on the move. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next.
Touchdown, Aggie. He got it. Feet down in bounds.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Makes the grab. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Webster. Right side, it's Sharp. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick give, it's Haynes. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback signaling to his guys. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for room, it's White. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utah State!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. The Aztecs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Drops back, it's Webster. Rush right in his face. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose, it'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Aztecs will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Shoots it to the left. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Fires quickly. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. On his way back from the 20. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's sharp. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. With the draw, it's Haynes. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Sets his feet. It's Webster. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Tight end now in motion.
Let it go.
Looking for a crease. It's White. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the stick.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aztecs. Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this.
Snags it and he's open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Utah State up-tempo. Moving the pocket, it's Maryland. Working that wide receiver screen. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
The run inside. That's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throws it deep. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. They're all over it. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, the offense trying to hit the dagger route. You see the receiver, he went down the field, stretched it, made it look like it was going to be a go, put his foot in the ground, try to cut to the inside. They're just not able to be on the same page there.
On the move, trying to escape and get it himself. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Maryland. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Stepping to the right. And they got him for the sack. Took him a while to get home, and they chased him out of the pocket and brought him down. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quick handoff. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got one pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute, I got to get me one too.
Back to throw, it's Maryland. The quick game. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Here we go. Ready?
Delayed handoff. It's White. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play. And this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert 1st downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's White. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. The ride. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Utah State trying to keep the drive alive on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. A shot toward the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Utah State.
On these critical 4th downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the 1st down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Down in the play is their sophomore linebacker, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Scanning the field, it's Saunders. Unloads to the right. Got his man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Breaks into the open. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggie. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. There's no question this team is reeling down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Long way to go on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The number 1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The Aztecs will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Oh, what a cut! Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This offense has it with really good field position. Motion from the wide receiver. Running the red zone. It's White.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Got his man. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the...
He wants to take the top off. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory.
Let it go.
They'll run it on fourth down. He's not going to get there. The defense getting penetration and stopping him behind the line. Great place to start for this offense. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running inside. It's White. Just smothered on the play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, San Diego State. The defense putting points on the board. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
The Aztecs call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gives it. He's got enough. Still on his feet at the 45. Finding some room. Past the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. Great job by the back on the option.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Man, and one of the reasons this guy's dangerous is because if things get off schedule, he can still hurt you. There was no panic, right? He's not just going to take off and go running. He kept his focus downfield, spotted an open guy, and, man, delivered a strike.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Throws to the back. Got his man. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Blasted as he lets it go. Had to force that one.
Quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unloads in the nick of time.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Looking down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Hits inside, it's White. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. The Aztecs will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Aggies head coach at the half. They are thrilled with their running game. This is something that they did not expect. This running back has come alive and somebody that they can continue to ride here in the third quarter. He said he's somebody we trust. He's been terrific in practice, and right now he's proving everybody wrong and showing us that he can be a big-time player in this game. Expect them to feed him the ball more here to start the third quarter.
Thanks, Holly. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Out wide right, it's Haynes. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Aggie. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Sharp. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Second down to the air. Right side, it's Sharp. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Dropping back, it's Webster. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. Takes a hit as he fires. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Got a man, it's Garcia. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Straight ahead, it's White. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Right at the line. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play, giving up the sack.
Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Tough run here, it's White. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today. This one from 34 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Fires to the right. With the catch, it's Sharp. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Second and long here. Moves the pocket. It's Webster. Turns up. It's Haynes. There he goes. And the Aztecs are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw again. Going downfield for the big play. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, a screen, something fast. They didn't. QB gets it on the money. Receiver gets the extra yards. Easy pitch and catch for the first down.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Between the hashes, it's Haynes. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Aztecs have it in scoring position on first and goal. Fresh set of downs going up top. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
He'll be brought down to the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown, Aztecs! The offense cashing it in on that drive. The AT unit on the field.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Utah State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Ready to fire from the pistol. Takes the handoff. It's White. Oh, it's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking to throw, it's Webster. Complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start on offense.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. I guess an optimist could say it's still first and goal, and now you have a little more room to work with. They want to throw it. They'll run the screen. Looking for the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to pound their way in. driven back.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll set up to throw. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive, you want to get touchdowns, you don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this, well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
Finds the tight end. Open space at the 25. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
At midfield, he's got room. And that was a huge one that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Right back to the well. Breaks the tackle. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to the run, it's White. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State. Excellent pass by the back on the option. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Webster. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage. Long way to go on 2nd down. Snaps it in the shotgun. He rifles one deep to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The quarter comes to a close. Utah State has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most on big